sports investors. Welcome back, Betting Public Sports Show. I'm your beloved host, Fame Rothstein, aka Michael Snackson, aka Bay O Wolf, aka Malcolm Excellence, aka Hacksaw Jim Thuggin. Today is Friday, December 29th, 2023. It's so what? Be about 8 a.m. by the time this is published on YouTube here. Okay? But in the meantime, do me a favor, make sure you like this video, subscribe to this video, subscribe to this channel, leave comments, okay? Share the commentary, share the video if you so inclined to do so. And also, just let me make a couple reminders before we go. One, please, if you feel like you have a gambling problem, please do not watch the show. Please contact www.gamblersanonymous.org and hopefully they can get you the services you feel you need. Okay? And also, hook up with me on X, formerly Twitter, at Biggie Rothstein, BIGGIEROTHSTEIN. There it is right there, bottom of the screen. All right. Got action for us today. Okay. Yesterday we were 1-1-1. Okay. We lost. It was an early college football game. It was the Miami Hurricanes. We had them on the money line against Rutgers. They lost. We pushed the nightcap college football game. We said Oklahoma and Arizona will go over 62 points, and they got 62 exactly. So we'll get our money back on that, right? Because it was a push. And we won the NFL game. Told you, those Brownies, telling you, man, it's going to be the Browns in Detroit in the Rust Belt Super Bowl. Okay? The Rust Belt Super Bowl. Detroit, Cleveland. You mark it. I'm going to go place that. I'll make it official here in a couple days, probably within the week. When I go to the book and place that action. Detroit and Cleveland. I think Detroit was like plus 800. Cleveland was plus 1,200. You take them individually, or anytime we book a wager, we take the wager individually as a single. And if we want to parlay it, we will. That makes it a round robin. But we always take our single bets. All right. And so without further ado, let's get into it because we got about 4 hours before action starts today. Kickoff in the Gator Bowl, noon Eastern. Okay. In Jacksonville, Florida. You got the Clemson Tigers come in 8-4, going against the school from down the street there, University of Kentucky Wildcats, 7-5. Okay, and let me tell you right now, for those of y'all who don't know, I don't fuck with Kentucky. I can't stand the state, can't stand the people. It is what it is. All right, but nonetheless, Clemson, like I said, they're 8-4. They pass for 225 yards a game. They give up about 162 a game. Okay? They run for 4.5 yards a carry. Very good. Very good. Very promising. They only allow 3.7. That's just equally as good. Okay? And they scored, 29 points a game, and they give up about 19 a game, okay? The Wildcats at Kentucky, they scored about 28 a game, gave up about 24, okay? They passed for 203 yards. Gave up 238, They're just not really ready to compete in that SEC in football. Basketball, they dominated it for 50 damn years. But football, they just got blown up for the same amount of time. They run for 5 yards a carry. They give up about 3.3 yards a carry. Both outstanding. The running game and their running defense, both of them outstanding. Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be a hard way to go for the running backs today. I think it's going to be a hard way to go for both running backs today. Okay, um, just because these are two solid defenses. Uh, and Kentucky's got the chip on their shoulder. You remember Clemson? They came in years ago. They had Deshaun Watson and whatnot. Then they backed him up with Trevor Lawrence and whatnot. So they were winning national titles and whatnot. Their whole thing was we're just as good as any SEC team. Well, now they've fallen off. Bama's still here. Georgia's here and will be here for a while. So this is a little bit of conference pride for Kentucky to let them know, like, you can't just beat any SEC team. Okay? Kentucky's got the chip on their shoulders. And I like Bob Stoops. I actually know a guy he recruited and signed and played for him. I don't think he played the whole 4 years, but I know he played at least 2 years. We were down there watching him play against Dak, the Cowboys quarterback. We went down there and watched him play. Dak Prescott. Listen, man. I like Kentucky on the money line. They're going to be feisty. Like I said, they got the chip on their shoulder. And I think they're going to beat Clemson in one of Clemson's down years. Okay? We're going to take Kentucky on the money line, plus 143, all right? Then at noon today, we've got the Sun Bowl out in El Paso, Texas, where the Oregon State Beavers take on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Oregon State comes in 8-4. They lost their coach, Jonathan Smith. I didn't see why or nothing. I don't know where he went, but they got a new coach coming in, Keefence something. So they'll have a new coach for this game. Okay, so they're gonna be revved up wanting to play for him. But they score about 34 a game, and give up about 22 a game. Great defense. Okay, they pass for about 246 a game. They allow about 236 a game. That I'm telling you that those Pac-12 quarterbacks this year were phenomenal. Penix, Bo Nix, Shedeur Sanders, this Deion's son, and of course Caleb Williams, the reigning Heisman Trophy winner. Okay, he won't win it this year, but still. Okay, he's gonna be like a top pick of the draft. Okay, now they run for 5.1 yards a carry. They only gave up 3.4. That's phenomenal, both of them. So it's gonna be a hard day for running backs in the games I'm choosing today. All right, and Fighting Irish, Marcus Freeman's his second year, 9-3. Okay, they scored 39 a game, gave up 17. Now, some of that 39 come from the first game of the year against Navy, where they just shellacked them like 52-10 or something like that. It was bad. It was bad. Pardon me. Notre Dame passes for 247. They only allow 147 or 154 a game passing. Notre Dame, like I said, some of that come against Navy. Can't pass, their service academy. But don't forget Notre Dame, don't forget that they did play an ACC schedule. Notre Dame. And they've done that for, 10, 15 years. They've done that. Played an ACC schedule. They're just still an independent because they don't want to share any conference money. They're on NBC by themselves during the regular season. They ran for 181 a game. Only allowed 128. And they averaged 5.3 yards a carry and only give up 3.7 yards a carry. Tell you, this is a decent little Notre Dame squad here. But I'm going to take the over. The over-under set at 41.5. I'm going to take the over. Over 41.5, and that's normal odds, all right? Minus 110. All right, and then the last game, NHL, okay? We got the Chicago Blackhawks at the Dallas Stars. Chicago, don't even waste your time trying to even think too hard about this. Chicago is one of the worst teams in the league. They're 8th in their division, the Central Division. They're 11-22-1. And they're going against the Dallas Stars, who are number 2 in the division. Okay, 29-4. Okay, like I said, don't spend. I'm not spending a lot of time on this. I'm going right to it. We're going to take Dallas Stars on the puck line -1.5. All right, that's -148 odds. That's how bad Dallas is going to whip them. Probably by about three goals or so, 3 or 4 goals. -148 odds. You might even want to add half a unit to that. Okay, as a matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do when I book it. I'm going to add half a unit to that just because. All right, so let's recap. College football today at noon. You got Clemson and Kentucky in the Gator Bowl. We're taking Kentucky on the money line, +143. Okay, at 2 p.m. Okay, you got the Sun Bowl. Notre Dame and Oregon State out there fighting in El Paso, Texas. We're going to take that game to go over 41.5 total points. All right, and then the last game, 8 p.m. Eastern, we've got the NHL, Dallas hosting Chicago. We're going to take Dallas on the puck line, -1.5. All right, for -148 odds. All right, so there you have it. You got plenty of time to get online, get in line, and get to the bag. You know the show's motto. If there's games to be played, there's money to be made. Should we be here tomorrow? More college, probably even some hoop action. Definitely the NFL game. Okay, Detroit and Dallas. We're definitely going to have that game on there, all right? But we'll see what else we have on there, all right? But in the meantime, like I said, hook up with me on X, formerly Twitter, at Big E Rothstein. There it is again. There it is again, right there. X, formerly Twitter, at Big E Rothstein. All right? And we'll be back tomorrow to talk about it. But until then, folks, everybody be well. Peace.